Hello guys, so last time we left off, I had just created this dead body out of clay and Watson needed to vom because he's apparently a doctor who can't handle even clay dead people, so there's a thing. Also, instead of the double-breasted jacket today, I'm wearing a waistcoat because it's hot as balls
Watson,
here.
we shall reconstruct the body of this poor woman and inspect it in detail as well. Your help as a medical man will be invaluable.
Holmes, I feel a bit unwell.
Well, I understand. I will manage on my own.
What?
Her throat was
No,
slit
the
just
doctor
like the
needs to
others.
man up
the wound
right
is
now.
particularly deep.
So I'm just like taking body parts and putting them back. Here's a boobie.
There were incisions in the rib.
Oh. Here's a boobie. And here's some of that. Here's one of these.
The liver was neatly removed.
Neatly removed. Here's
The liver was neatly removed.
there we go. And here's a kidney. Here's another kidney. And here's a heart, I believe. Oh. Was not happy with that. Wow, wow, okay, well, wow. Really? Nowhere?
An organ is missing, apparently. I must specify
Oh, it
which
was the
organ this
spleen.
is on my list.
The heart is what's missing. Well then. Ta-da! Yes, I love it when it sparkles.
There we are, Watson. We have examined everything. The heart is the only thing missing. 2 uteri, a kidney, and now a heart. He had all the time he wanted in which to disfigure her, cut her up like a piece of meat, and yet took nothing but the heart. What do you think of that, Watson? Watson?
What is happening? You need a new profession, is what I'm taking from all this.
What? Ha.
I dread to think how you'd react if you saw a corpse. I'm returning to Whitechapel, Watson, to Isaac's. If the heart tells you to come with me, if the heart tells you a little wordplay there. Let's go to the cobbler's.
What? Like, what? Not only should he not be vomiting at this, all this going on, but also, those vomiting sounds, that was not the voice actor's best moment. We're going to Isaac's in Whitechapel. Is that the cobbler? Yeah. That's right. That's right. We've got
Let's
this.
go to the cobbler's.
We're there. We're here. Wait, did Watson come? No, Watson was like, nope, I can't do this, guy. Not up for this.
Beep, beep.
What?
Evening, Mr. Holmes.
He's not the cobbler.
Good evening, Highwayman. Has Abraham Solomonovich still not reopened his shop?
No, not that I know of.
Have you heard anything about the latest murder?
Certainly there is talk of nothing else. Poor girl. I hope they catch the bastard who did it.
Who do you
Me
think
too.
that could be?
A madman, that's for sure.
Madman.
Everyone in the area is pinning it on a Jew. But I don't believe that for a second.
Why?
Because Jews don't like blood, you see. They're not allowed to eat it, and they have to drain the meat before cooking it. It's true that they eat animals, but they are fanatical about all kinds of silly things. I don't know much about their rituals and all, but I know that a Jewish butcher can't just do whatever he pleases with his knife. He has strict kosher rules to follow.
You seem to be very well informed.
Well, I buy my meat from them too. My clients don't care whether the meat comes from Jews or not. Cats eat it regardless. And let me tell you, I'd go as far as to say that I may even have more faith in a Jew, because even if they don't eat all the offals, a Jew inspects them to see if the animal was in good health. Lungs, for the most part, and as they make up most of my cat's meat, you can see the connection, right?
I don't understand why in the background noises they were like, okay, we got this girl coming in, we're gonna have her do some, just general background, sounds. Let's have her scream a lot. Like, there are quite a few different
Jews are allowed to
screams
eat
that happen in the
offals?
background. It is really
Yes,
confusing to me.
They eat calves' kidneys, I think.
How big is that? A calf's kidney?
Ah, well, That depends if it's fresh or if it's been marinated in brine or cooked.
When fresh, are they as big as a human kidney?
They would be, yes.
You know, Mr. Hardyman, it's lucky for both of us that the murder that took place in your mother's courtyard was only the Whitechapel killer's third. Had it been the first, I wouldn't be thanking you, as I'm doing now, for all of this important information. Goodbye and take care.
If you say so. Right, farewell, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes.
Let's
You
go to the
silly
cobblers.
wicket. Let's go to the cobblers, indeed. Okay. The screaming in the background, why? Hey, homie! Tell me
Good
things.
evening, Mr. Solomnovich.
Evening, Mr. Holmes. If you've come about the business of my cousin, I hate to say...
Eat awful?
Before you respond to my request, I must ask you to answer this question of the utmost importance. What offals are Jews allowed to eat?
Well, the same as you.
Kidney, heart, liver?
Yes.
How are they prepared?
Kidneys are boiled, heart is often finely sliced and cooked on a skewer, and liver is always grilled.
These offals, do they come from cattle?
Yes, beef or veal.
And eating non-kosher food would be a grave affair for a Jew, isn't that right?
Yes, it would be very serious. But what are you getting at?
If I
Duh.
were to tell you what I'm thinking, Mr. Solomnovich, you would pull out your own eardrums to not hear the end of my sentence.
Wow.
It goes against the beliefs of hundreds of members of your community, and for some, perhaps even worse. I will ask you one last time before involving the authorities, who I assure you will be far less discreet than myself. Do you know who the second Joseph is, the Aldgate butcher, who your cousin knows from the Imperial Club?
His name is Joseph Hyam Levy, but I don't know where he lives. I know nothing about him, other than he's a member of the Imperial Club on Duke Street.
We've been there!
That street is after Church Passage, coming from Mitre Square. Am I right?
Let's go find them.
That's it.
Thank you. You have been an enormous help to both of us. Now, listen carefully. I need you to find 4 or 5 strong men among the members of your family who you trust wholeheartedly, and to wait here with them until my arrival, or you receive a message from me. Is that clear?
But if you will tell me...
Later, Mr. Solomnovich. Later. Let's go to the Imperial Club.
Yes, let's. There are always things like the little kids that he's like, I need you to wait here. Just wait here until I'm ready for you. That makes me go...
Ah, there's the Imperial Club. Let's see if I can find Joseph Hyam Levy.
Like, why would you... After a certain amount of time, you'd be like, who is this? How well do you know this Sherlock character? How do you know
Hello, sir.
this is gonna go
Hello.
well?
Can I help you, sir?
Indeed, I have an urgent message for Mr. Joseph Levy, the Aldgate butcher.
I regret, sir, but Mr. Levy is not at the club at present. You can wait for him if you wish.
I thank you. Do you know where I can find him? His home address, perhaps? It is a very urgent matter.
I am sorry, sir, but we do not give out information regarding the club members to people outside the group.
I understand. I must find a way to enter the Imperial Club without having to go through the entrance hall.
Is this the entrance?
Judging by the sound of voices and applause, there is a meeting going on at this very moment. I'll have to be very cautious.
Pardon me, sir, but the club is only open to members.
Fine. Good.
I must find a way
Great.
to enter the Imperial Club without having to go through the entrance hall.
Oh.
This may come in handy.
Take that. Gotta look everywhere in this game, apparently. And he doesn't care that I'm taking a broken hanger. Hanger. Okay, I need to get in some other way. No. Maybe.
There's a cellar window behind this barrel, which is preventing me from passing. There's a cellar window behind this barrel,
Yes,
which is preventing me from passing.
So I need to move this barrel, apparently.
Coal. It's a service door and firmly locked. There must be a stockroom in the cellar beneath this room. If I can just get into the coal cellar, I shall be in the place.
But I can't move this.
This barrel is on a wooden pallet, but it is too heavy to be moved. I will need a pivot.
Is that a... No, because that's too big, isn't
I
it?
will need a pivot.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Just to make sure.
There we are.
Oh.
My pivot is in place. Now, let's find something to tip over this barrel.
That's the part that I'm thinking of. I was like, that's a little too big, I think, to, like, actually move this over or whatever. One of you, maybe? No. It's cool. It's fine. I'm just trying to solve a murder. Jeez. Guys. That's one of the things that I don't get about this game is I'm like, couldn't we... I know we're trying to be, like, consulting detective, whatever, but couldn't we every now and then be like, guys, lady lives hang in the balance right now.
I should be able to make it tip over.
Do it. Herp. That's what I'm talking about. Herp-a-da-da.
Closed. The cellar window is locked from the inside by a simple iron hook.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go. You always sound so
Let's
happy.
try to find the
Oh
exit
my.
that leads to the club.
Where am I right now? Right meow. Right meow. Okay, well, hopefully we don't get caught.
This may come in
Yay,
handy.
some keys. Fantastical. Anything else?
Empty
up
tin
ahead?
cans.
Alright. Guess those are gonna come in handy later.
Closed.
Cool. Open. I'm gonna get so caught.
Kitchen. It's closed, and besides, I won't find what I'm looking for in there.
What about in here?
Administration. Perfect. This must be where the information on club members is kept.
Do I just happen to have the keys to the
Let's
administration
hope
room?
that it really is the key to this door. Administration.
Yeah.
Perfect. This must be where the information on club members is kept.
Yes, I know. Oh man, look at this.
This must
This
be
is
the
gonna be
club's
a
safe.
thing.
What I'm looking for is probably inside. I need something. A page from an old Yiddish-English dictionary. The court's proceedings. Curious.
Alright. Oh. New Court, Tuesday, April 6th, 1886, before Mr. Recorder. 419, Morris Phillips, Moss Wolf, and Jacob Levy, stealing 14 pounds of meat of Hyman Sampson, the master of Phillips and Wolf. Mr. Clure prosecuted, Mr. Moister appeared for Phillips, Mr. Black for Wolf, and Mr. Jigan for Levy. Samuel Bacon, City Policeman 941. I received information from my inspector, and on 10th March at 6:15 a.m. I was watching the prosecutor's shop. Phillips came up to the door and knocked, got answer, and went away. About 2 minutes afterwards, Levy came out at his shop door, which is next door. A post divides them. He knocked at Mr. Sampson's door and went back at his own door, came out again in a minute or two, unscrewed the bolt of his shutter bar, and then looked around and knocked at Mr. Sampson's door again. There being no answer, he went down the street 10 or 12 yards to the corner of Stony Lane. Phillips joined him. They conversed and went back to Mr. Sampson's door. Phillips knocked, and Levy went in at his own door. The door was opened. Phillips went in and turned up the gas. Levy came out of his shop, went into Mr. Sampson's shop where he had a conversation with Phillips. He came back in about a minute and went into his own shop where I saw Wolf, who brought a piece of meat from the back of his shop to the door and hung it on the hook just inside the door, and then came out on the footway, looked around, took the meat off the hook, and took it quickly in at Lewis's door and gave it to Lewis. He then returned to Sampson's shop. I ran into Levy's shop, caught hold of him with the meat in his hand, and asked what he was going to do with it. He said, "We are only having a lark. I am going to weigh it." I said I did not believe it. I should take him to Mr. Sampson, which I did, and then took him to the station, where he repeated that it was only a lark. I found 32 pound, 32, wow, he found some stuff. The meat was 14 pounds of beef. I had been watching since 5:15. It was perfectly light outside at 6:15, but not inside Levy's shop, there being no gas. Cross-examined by Mr. Black. I was in some buildings opposite, lying among some bricks and rubbish, but not within hearing distance. I could not see who opened the door. As the shutters were not down, but Phillips turned the gas up afterwards. We were both in plain clothes. Wolf sleeps on the premises. James Jones, city policeman. I was with Bacon. I like to think that it's just a plate of bacon. He's like, this is my best friend. I have heard his evidence and corroborate it. I went into Sampson's shop and saw Phillips and Wolf. I told them I was a police officer and should take them into custody for stealing a piece of beef. Phillips said, I know nothing about it. I came from the back of the shop. Wolf said, I know nothing about it. I took them to the station. Cross-examined by Mr. Black, Wolf did not say, I know nothing about it. I correct myself, he made no reply. Cross-examined by Mr. I did not go into Levy's shop, nor did I see in, as the shutters were up. There may have been a quantity of meat in the background. Hyman Sampson. I am a butcher of 35, Middlesex Street. Phillips and Wolfe were my servants. Phillips about 3 months, and Wolfe about 2 or 2.5 years. I had spoken to the police, and on the 10th of March, around 5 o'clock, I went to the market I was sent for and came back and found the 3 prisoners in custody. The policeman asked Levy what he intended to do with it. He said that the boy brought it in for a lark and then said, Mr. Sampson, you are not going to do anything with me. The meat was worth 7-something. Cross-examined by Mr. Moister, Phillips slept in at the shop on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This was Wednesday morning. He would sleep away from the shop on Tuesday nights. Cross-examined by Mr. Black. I discharged Wolfe once and took him back again. I had a place in Goldstone Street for 19 years. I knew Binwell, a butcher. I took Wolfe from his employment. I never asked for a character. He was only a little boy. I have never found fault with him before. Cross-examined by Mr. Levy was there before I came. He has not taken customers from me. I have no animosity against him. I have met him out of business hours. This was not the best meat at 6 blank a pound. I have some at 11 blank. Levy has never chafed me. I have no idea what these letters stand for. Levy has never chafed me. Says that his meat was better than mine. Guys, his meat was better than mine. He buys from the same killer as I do. I sell more expensive meat than he does. But there has been no joking about it. Nor did we ever bet about it. The Jewish authorities will not give a man a license unless he has an excellent character. I have accused my wife of robbing me. I did not find out that she had a separate banking account. I did not accuse her before Phillips came to my service. I may have said at the police court that I accused her 12 months ago. I have not said that if Levy would have his shop, I would not carry on the prosecution against him. I would not let him on for £10,000. Re-examined at 6:15 a.m. My 5 employees were on the premises. Levy received a good character. Phillips, not guilty. Wolfe, guilty. Recommended to mercy by the jury. Levy, guilty of receiving. Cool. Moving on. My goodness. Oh. I like that he's always standing like this. And that thing just popped open on its own. Witchcraft.
Some square
this game
metal tokens.
is about
Curious.
witchcraft.
There is a document.
What? Sir, I wanted to let you know that if your club needed kosher meat when you have any special functions, I would be available to furnish it for you. Guaranteed by a compliant abattoir, it will be delivered directly to your society at a time that is convenient. Reasonable prices. Do not hesitate to call upon my services, Jacob Levy. Refused. On the advice of Joseph Hyam Levy. Wow. Joseph.
There
So
must
mean
have been
to Jacob.
litigation between Joseph Hyam Levy and Jacob Levy.
They must just hate each other. Oh, hello. Oh my. Hello, everybody. My mouse is, like, feeling awkward. Okay. Let's try to do this thing, because this looks like fun.
This must be the club's safe. What I'm looking for is probably inside.
Probably.
The lock on this chest is very sophisticated. Let's see.
Is it just matching? Do you just match them all up? Let's see. This one has nothing that can match up with the top of it, so it's probably up there somewhere. Oh, goodness. Well, let's just start trying stuff, shall we? Boop. And boop. I'm just gonna poop if I get this right the first try. That would not happen. No, I can't. This isn't correct. So this has to be... No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be against a wall, but... But this does have to be up top. Somewhere. Is there any other one that has... Yeah, there are 3 other ones that have that. Dang it! But you're the only one that has that. So, let's go with that. And then, let's see. Let's go with you, maybe? Or maybe not. Maybe you have to be somewhere else. So, let's go with that. Yeah? Yes? Maybe? Maybe not? It was a simple puzzle, but... Simple puzzle ruining my life. It's fine. It's whatever. So you have to be against there. You have to be up top somewhere. And there's nothing with this on both sides. So maybe... Wait! These P's have to go together somehow. Oh, goodness. I wonder what those are actually called. P's. They're called the P's. I don't know why everybody has to make such a big deal out of it. Down here, somewhere, maybe. We've got some wiggles. We've got some wiggles somewhere. Maybe you go there. Maybe that's a thing. And then, maybe we got a little bit of this action. A little one of these. Some of that. Maybe you go up there. I don't know, guys. Maybe this goes there. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Maybe you go, like, right there. Maybe that could be a thing. Maybe you go here. Maybe you go there. Maybe then I hit that.
Elementary.
Elementary. Obv. I spent so much time.
I need something.
What? Oh. But we're at the end of our time. Ah. We're gonna have to do the next part of this next time. Ah, why? Why do these things happen? Why did we have to read that, like, 4-page... whatever the balls. Okay, well, I'll, see you guys next time.